I'm from here in Indonesia. So
Hi.
yeah. So I have three questions for Clean Bandit. First of all, what's your most memorable experience that you can't forget? Not only on the stage but throughout your career. And are you going to be collaborating with some local musicians here?
Sorry, are we collaborating with?
Local musicians from Jakarta or from Indonesia.
We hope so.
So, and it's your first time here, right?
Yeah.
How do you like it so far? Are you enjoying the weather? Are you enjoying the traffic?
We love traffic. Always love traffic. We literally just arrived. We just got off the plane and we came straight here. So we haven't really seen. We've only seen out the car window. But the weather feels nice so far. It's so freezing and horrible in London at the moment. So very nice to be here. But in answer to your first question, I think the most kind of amazing thing for me that we've done was when we did a collaboration with the BBC Philharmonic Orchestra, and we recreated our whole album and arranged it for orchestra, and we all played in the orchestra as well and recreated all the synth sounds using different instruments in the orchestra, and it was a really amazing experience.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. My name is Reni from Cosmopolitan.
Hello.
Welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. And my question is, can you tell us what is the inspiration behind your hits, Rather Be? Thank you.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's any kind of specific inspiration, but all we can tell you is that we wrote it on a train, on the tube train.
Yeah, but we can tell you a bit more than that, maybe. Jack's obsessed with travelling on different modes of public transport, which you can see, I think, in all of our music videos, because it's always a common theme, but he tends to be most productive when he's moving, and he wrote Rather Be when we were on a train travelling around London on the Underground, and he just wrote that riff, diddly-dee-dee-dee, and showed it to me, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. And then we decided to play it with violins and cello, and we kind of went from there. The drum beat came next, and then we made the whole instrumental track before we thought about the words. So in the beginning, it wasn't necessarily going to be a love song. It could have been about anything. And then we got together with a friend called Jimmy Napes and wrote the words.
Yeah, and then Jimmy kind of wrote most of the lyrics, and they're actually about his wife, Tilda, who they got married shortly after, and yeah, Jess sang Rather Be at his wedding, which was really nice.
Yeah, we met Jess Glynn probably about a year after we wrote the song, and we'd been looking for the right singer, the right kind of voice, and tried loads of different styles. And then when we met her, it kind of just clicked and worked. He wrote most of the words, and they were about his fiancée who was about to marry. And yeah, it's just about being completely content with the person you're with, and you don't need anything else outside of that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Musician from another combination. Thank you.
Well, it wasn't really an idea to begin with. It was, we were all friends basically, and we wanted to make something together. So we all kind of brought to the table what we were doing at that time, and at the time I was playing classical music with Neil, and we have played in orchestras and string quartets since we were really young. And Jack at the time was experimenting with electronic music, and we just kind of merged the two together. And then Luke came on board playing drums, and for him electronic music was new at the time because he'd been playing with like acoustic drum kits in rock bands before that. And then we just kind of merged the two and put on this big party, invited out all our friends and performed. And it felt really special from that first night, and that was about 7 years ago, and we've kind of gone from there, and since then we've developed an interest in the juxtaposition of acoustic sounds and electronic sounds and how they merge together. recently Jack's been playing more saxophone as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, maybe there might be some more sax on the next album, I think. Yeah, if I get the chance, you could.
We were talking about accordion as well.
Yeah, maybe some accordion.
Wow. So cool. Okay, maybe Luke would like to add something?
Yeah, I think Grace is right. I think we've just been trying to experiment as much as we can with, with acoustics and electronics, trying to merge the two. Even Grace and Neil, they've been experimenting with like different sounds, with like her cello, like putting it through effects, various effects in like the studio, trying to get like a new twist on that kind of classical sound. But yeah, mainly mixing the two, trying to combine that, and make something kind of beautiful.
Oh, okay. Have you ever thought of probably incorporating like traditional music instrument from some sort of maybe like Indonesian traditional instrument, perhaps?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Last time when we were in Tokyo, we had a session with this old koto player, it's like a traditional Japanese instrument. That I think we're really interested in trying to do that with all kinds of instruments from all over the world.